A new Among Us mod gives crewmates the power to kill imposters, but if they accidentally target another crew member, hilarity ensues.
Because unfortunately, it's time to make the call. Yeah! Yes! Let's go!
Another one of the newest and most popular mods in Among Us adds the detective role. But how does this new role compare to the adored sheriff role mod? Keep watching this video to find out how the detective mod compares to the sheriff mod in the popular game Among Us.
I'm the detective, don't be.
Wait, Mimi, you admit that you're the detective?
Yes, I'm the detective. Now everyone protect me.
Oompa, it's not me. Oompa, I would be on the lower half going towards the vent, right?
You're watching GamePlanet, and in today's video, we'll be taking a look at how the detective mod is different from the sheriff mod. But before we hop into the details, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and share this video with your friends. Killing people in Among Us is one of the foremost enjoyable elements of the game. It's what makes imposters such a coveted role, as they're the sole individuals capable of doing it. Crewmates are relegated to only doing tasks around the ship, and this can be fun, but it's more of a passive role compared to the active one imposters have, where they hunt down the chosen Among Us map trying to work out ways to urge away with murder. Crewmates can certainly attempt to do some detection while they're performing their duties, but it's a great way to get killed. It's cool if a player catches an imposter by noticing them move in suspicious ways around the map, but it doesn't do much good if they can't call an emergency meeting or convince their teammates to vote off the individual they think. For all those reasons and more, the new Among Us Sheriff mod is one of the most foremost enjoyable within the game. Mods continue being a particularly popular part of Among Us, the hit social deduction game from indie studio 𝐸𝐸. One of the newest mods to urge players' attention adds a detective role in the game. Initially, this might seem tons just like the sheriff role mod that already exists, but the two mods are literally quite different. How the Among Us Sheriff mod works is extremely simple. It gives one random crewmate a kill button, and therefore the objective to seek out imposters. Since sheriffs are on the crewmate's team, they need no idea who the teammates are. It's up to them to use their wits to work out who the imposters are and kill them. Herein lies another one of the rule's twists. If a sheriff mistakenly targets a crewman with their kill button, they'll kill themselves instead.
Is that if I get it wrong, well, let's just say this happens. Oh God, why? If the sheriff gets it wrong, the sheriff ends up dying.
These attributes allow the sheriff role to supply new ways to play Among Us. For instance, if a sheriff does ruin their deduction and finishes killing up themselves ahead of witnesses, then at the very least, they'll have completely cleared a fellow crewman. If imposters want to gamble on having killed the sheriff, they will pretend that they are the sheriff and kill with impunity. Overall, the role provides angles to Among Us that do not generally exist.
I don't know if anyone knows that I'm with Dino. Does anyone know? I don't think anyone knows, actually.
The detective mod in Among Us allows the player assigned that role to ascertain footprints, which make discovering the imposter tons easier. The detective must complete tasks like other crewmates, but by following footprints identified by color,
Pink trails over here. Oh, I see a green trail. Aha!
they ought to be ready to find out who the imposter is fairly easily, assuming of course the imposter doesn't kill him first. So while the detective and sheriff roles are similar therein, they're both named after enforcement officials and investigate to work out who the imposters are. The two roles are literally quite different. So for anyone expecting to play the detective mod like Among Us Sheriff role mod, there'll be a certain surprise. The two roles are played very differently, albeit they sound very similar. Overall, either mods are tons of fun in Among Us. It really comes down to a player preference when choosing which one they want to go with.
Who's the detective? Who would protect the city? Who would protect the city? Remember, you want to be careful saying if you're the detective, though, because then the imposters will target you.
I think the detective is Sigils.
What?
Currently, the detective mod is merely available to YouTuber 𝐸𝐸, the mod's creator and his friends, so it isn't widely available for download just yet. But there are always ways to get your hands on the mod. However, this might change over time, and players may find yourself dropping into a mod server that has access there too. For the time being, Among Us content updates are slow, and can be for the foreseeable future, but hopefully, 𝐸𝐸 decides to implement fan-modded roles just like the sheriff. Among Us is one among the few social deduction games that really doesn't have many delegated roles, which is sensible considering 𝐸𝐸 never expected the sport to magnify the way it did. If you like this video, then make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more interesting videos in the future. Also, hit the bell icon to stay up to date and be the first one to watch our latest videos.